Hi, Jennifer. Welcome. How are you?
Hi, Laurel. Good. How are you?
Good. Thank you so much for being interviewed today.
Absolutely.
All right, I've got some questions for you around coaching, and especially because you have a background in therapy.
Yes.
I love talking to people who have made the transition, or just wanting to add additional coaching skills to their practice.
Yes.
You decided to make a complete transition. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yes.
Great. And so as a therapist, what inspired you about coaching in particular?
Well, and I loved therapy. Don't get me wrong. It was a great time in my life. And then I sort of semi-retired from therapy and became a stay-at-home mom. And then when I started hearing a little bit more about coaching, it just sounded really appealing to me because I loved the forward focus instead of, at least the way I was trained in therapy, a lot of the work that I did was, kind of going into people's pasts and healing past traumas. And I think that's all extremely important work. And I also think that looking into the past can be really valuable for people. But I love the idea of moving on past that. So, if you've kind of done some work in therapy, or maybe you don't even have, serious trauma in your past, maybe, stuff that you don't need to see a therapist for in particularly, but maybe you just want to move forward in your life and you feel kind of stuck. You might be in a place where you feel out of balance and you just kind of want to be the best you that you can be. And you don't necessarily need a therapist for that. And that's when coaching was introduced to me. And I thought, oh my gosh, this sounds exactly right up my alley. And I absolutely fell in love with it.
As a graduate of the integrative coaching program, what did you find was most impactful in terms of the program itself for you?
Well, the program was absolutely amazing. I had such a wonderful experience. I learned so much from my classmates, and I think probably the biggest impact was the actual one-on-one coaching that we did in class. So we got to actually practice coaching, which wasn't something we could necessarily do when I was being trained to be a therapist. You're not going to do that in front of your classmates. But since this is a completely different spin, it was great to see, my teachers doing coaching with one another, my classmates coaching one another, and then getting the actual experience of coaching my classmates, having them coach me, and then getting feedback from other people. I thought that was just so incredible and so amazing to have that one-on-one hands-on experience.
So what type of clients are you taking on now?
My ideal client is women in transition. I feel especially connected to helping women who are at some transitional point in their life, whether that be being newly married, having a new child, maybe getting back into the dating world again, getting back into, dealing with divorce, that sort of thing. So women in transition is kind of where I'm focused right now.
Nice. And I think a lot of people don't realize that with coaching, you go into it and set goals, and then you come up with really good strategies around that transition too.
Absolutely.
Coaching offers do you have for people right now?
I always offer a free 30-minute consultation session to see if the client and I are a fit for one another.
And how do people find you?
The best way would probably just be my website. It's actually JenniferJakobsenLifeCoaching.com.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much.